Absolutely. Why not try? At least you tried. Right now, that's all medical doctors can do is stabilize. Keep that in mind. It's a body that regenerates itself. Medical doctors don't regenerate nothing. It's your body that regenerates itself. Those that have stronger genes can regenerate better than others. Those that have weak lymph systems don't regenerate worth a squat because they're already highly acidic. And the longer she lays there, the more acidic and decay you're going to see, the atrophy of the muscles, etc., etc., etc. Well, we can stop a lot of that. We can stop a lot of that by moving that lymph with foods and herbs. We can stop decubituses, we can stop all that and start turning on that brain and nervous system of that soul, of that body. So I hope you get this. And I really do, because you're the case I talked about earlier on in here, and I really would like that case. But it doesn't matter. It's up to the husband. Should be up to the parents too, actually. But, you know, I think of that one lady that let go, and the parents fought and fought and fought, and they just unplugged her. And it's like, the sad thing is that no one thinks about regeneration of tissue because they're so medically inclined. And we must wake up to the extreme limitation of the medical community and the insanity of continuing to allow these toxic and deadly pharmaceuticals on the market. That's why you don't see a lot of anything going on in that field. Again, barring surgeries and barring emergency medicine. Okay, this is Leahcimrac. You gotta give me a easier word, man. Dr. Morse, what do you think about sun gazing? I hear that it's great for regenerating retina cells. Kind of like when you go to the gym, you damage your muscles. Well, you know what's interesting? I was just telling someone the other day about that. I'm glad you brought that up. Because down here, they do everything to avoid the sun, especially when they get older. And you see them driving in a car with sunglasses wrapped all the way around their head. And they get more blind and more blind and more blind. I don't know about direct sun gazing. I think you have to be real careful with that, it's particularly in today's world where the bodies are in such a decay. The sun is acidic, but full spectrum lighting is important, and if you're having a hard time, you force it. Not sun gazing, but you force the light to come in. You have to work through that, and you should have some good lighting. I look up at the sun once in a while myself, but in terms of gazing at the sun, I don't know where that's come in at. I'd be careful with that, but I would live in the sun, be a sun worshiper. At the same time, get that body alkaline. Or toward that more to a pH of a base balance. And you'll love the sun, it'll bathe you. But when you've had enough, you can tell. It's like a hot tub. You had enough, you have to exit that, because heat can be debilitating at a certain point. You can feel it energize and then de-energize. So you got to be able to feel your body when you reach the energize. That's enough, time to step out. And that would be appropriate, and that would be obvious. But important to get full spectrum lighting. Remember the old saying, you got to give prisoners an hour of sun every day. I find that disgusting. They should have more than that. You know, our whole society is about the insane, how we treat our what we call prisoners, I guess. But we have all levels of them. Half the people in these prisons should never ever be in there. Sad stuff. Well, how we treat our fellow man. Just unbelievable, the narcissism that exists in these places. Unawareness, but, you know. I got a lot of sneezing after eating boysenberries, but not so much now. Okay. 7 months pregnant, abdominal calcification spot found in ultrasound. Well, you know, anytime you find calcifications, guess what you're going to find with it? Acidosis. You know, twin. You know, that's what ionizes. That's where you find the rock. So again, this is all going to the broken record of the lymph and moving that lymph out of there. That just shows that you know, you're heading with some lymph problems, and give your little one maybe some lymph problems. This is AMHO home, M home 84, M home. Now, they found an ultrasound, they found a calcification, a spot inside the baby's stomach. They really have no answers to me, except we will have to wait until she is out to take x-rays. And then the journey starts. I would say this, continue to pour that raw foods in there because the fetus has to find that base balance as well. And that's your best chance of having that. Calcification in the wall of the stomach, it just shows the potential to have interstitial lymphatic constipation in the gut wall of the child, meaning you probably have it as well, sweetheart. So really just keep focusing on moving those lymphs. You have to do it gently. You're at 7 months. Generally at 7 months, you're pretty good to go. So you can kick it up with lymphatic 1, kidney 1, stomach and bowel, and move in that direction. Get definitely do the endocrine gland with that, and you should be quite fine. And start detoxifying yourself a little gently, but way up there on the raw. My fiance and I came to take a picture with you. Oh, we are from Wisconsin, this great soil state. I remember you guys, yeah. And we wanted to ask you then, but we were very busy. I know. We only have a few hours here. I'm wondering if there is Wisconsin soil. Yeah. I'm wondering if there is something that I can eat to make that go away before she is born. I am not currently 100% raw. I probably would get up there, though, sweetheart, and get up on that, a lot of fruits and berries at least, and see about detoxifying the child as well. Remember, you got to move the baby's lymph, so by moving your lymph, the baby will move its lymph. If you don't move your lymph well, its lymph isn't going to move either. So really, this is about moving your lymph, and I think when you see a calcification, it's in your face that you're not moving lymph, even in the fetus. But if your fetus isn't moving lymph well, guess who isn't either? Again, going back to you again, honey. So get your lymph moving, get your kidneys filtering, and go that way, and I think you'll be quite fine with her. And then keep moving it in a gentle direction, and you'll be good. I would get up on raw, though, and particularly a lot of fruits and berries and melons. Now's the time to get that baby's brain and nervous system up there. Hey, Owen Fox. Hey, young man. Haven't seen you in a while. I feel like I've been gone for a year. I've been 2 weeks of just a lot of work, and I've been going through detoxing, and I hit my voice box, so I had a hard time just talking to people here. But I haven't had that happen to me since I was a teenager, and I'm going, about time. I need that. Because all I do is flap my jaws. More I learn about the effectiveness of filtering and seeing sewage waste in your urine, the more I think urine therapy is mad. Now, Owen, you see what I see, don't you? It's like, I've never done urine therapy, thank you, but I've always thought how stupid. Of course, if you're not filtering, okay, I guess, but when you're filtering acids out, yeah, no thank you. I can't believe that man stoops that way of drinking his own urine. I mean, I can see it if you're stuck out on the water, but my God. It's just ridiculous. There's too many good tasting fresh fruits and berries to go to urine. I mean, well, Chris has been kind of keeping a check of our growth. So we're not. I don't think we're doing too bad on this channel. I don't expect everybody to run out and jump on this channel. This isn't for everybody. This is the ultimate ride, and a lot of souls aren't willing to jump on it. For one reason or another, their consciousness isn't ready, because it does have a far-reaching effect into your etheric bodies, and so the ride can be, a little bumpy, both mentally, emotionally, and physically. But heck, most of you guys like a good roller coaster ride, right? Some of you seek those out, like the Mutamba and all these things. So they've got one up here at Busch Gardens. You go almost backwards straight down. I mean, it's a killer. I'd never get on that thing. But a lot of my friends love to ride those things, And Busch Gardens has got the cheetah now. I've been on that one. I want to go up there and get on the cheetah ride. That's supposed to be a real fast ride. So that ought to be exciting that way. I just don't like to go straight down. Nah, We used to play that when I was flying. We just stall the plane on purpose. Yeah, okay. I remember flying once. I stalled the plane. I had to fly over the runway, 1 foot above the runway. You got to fly 1 foot above the runway. Well, I'm the student at the time, and I'm holding the nose up, but trying to keep that going just enough not to stall. But sure enough, I stalled, slapped that runway. Man, my instructor's heart went right out his mouth. Well, he did get a smile on his face. Man, I thought I probably looked like a ghost. Man, I thought I just wrecked the plane and everything, but it happens. I was on a jet. I think it was I can't remember what size it was, but it was a night run from like Houston to Corpus Christi, and those night runs, trainer pilots, and this guy almost stalled it. The stall light came on. I saw him pulling up, and we couldn't have been 800 foot coming in on a landing, and man, he stalled that puppy at 800 foot. That's probably would have been it. Boy, you could hear him give the juice. It's crazy out there. To avoid processed foods at meat at any cost. C1SC Ohm. I see you guys are talking to each other here. I won't invade anybody here. Sprouting is amazing. Yeah, I used to sprout a lot of alfalfa. Really get it intently green. I've talked to you about that one time before. I can't afford all raw. Well, you do your best there, C. Basie. Do your very best there. It is impossible. How you doing, Piano Man? It is possible to regenerate my body if I do 6 days each week doing fruits and vegetables or grape juice, but I take 1 day off each week. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Do organic meat? Sure, man. That's good. Hey, if you can do 6 days like that and 1 day have your meat, perfect. I'm on the ride with you. I think it's a good way to do it. Absolutely. I don't have any negative thing toward that. Yeah, that's how I tell my patients, because you gotta do it. I mean, a lot of people just can't give up the dead animal side, and that's okay. I don't care. It's just not that big a deal. But do it once a week, or twice a week at best. But when you're detoxifying, you want to do it just that one time a week. Even on a normal lifestyle, I wouldn't have dead animals over a couple of times a week. I think that's plenty. And have your fruits and your vegetables, and you'll live long and be happy with that, But getting a little closer to perfection sometimes is essential. And some of you are suffering pretty bad. When you eat the meat, it kicks your butt pretty bad. So everybody has a different take on that. So however you choose. But Piano Man, absolutely, I think you'll do well that way. And you're doing it. It's keeping you to do that. So I'm proud of you, man. You just keep it up. Keep it up. A Healing Naturally 039. I love it. On a cold, windy night in Georgia. Yep. Hello, Dr. Morse and friends. My name is Chantal. I'm new to the site. Welcome, my dear one. I have a question for Dr. Morse, or anyone that knows. I have a parathyroid weakness, had lots of depression problems, also have spider bait. Yeah, you hit it right on, dear one. I've been taking a thyroid herbal formula that has kelp, a black walnut, a black cohosh, parsley, myrrh, dulse, poke root in it for 3 months. I don't know if I like that formula, though. It's a general formula. You got kelp in there, which is definitely good for the thyroid.